Good morning, everybody. Before we move on to this Saturday's edition, please like, share, and subscribe. All right, guys. Saturday. We have no NBA slate for the day, so we're going to move on with the UFC 300, and let's give a quick recap of yesterday's NBA picks, which we were on fire. We put out a six pick. Well, out of the six pick that we did put in, we went 5-0. Possibly we would have went 6-0, but Josh Giddey did not play. So what can you do, right? Hey, I'm not mad about it or sad. You know, a win's a win. We went, we hit every pick across the board, so that's good. So let me give you a little what I show you what I did. Okay. Here we go, guys. This is the little six pick. This is the little six pick I did put in. So here's the Josh Giddey, the Caris LeVert did hit with 17 point plus with points and rebounds, and he hit that easily with 22. Then we went to Pascal Siakam. I think yesterday I was struggling to put him down. I was kind of a little iffy about it. I'm glad I did go back and say, you know what, I'm going to go with my first mind. And he had 32.5 PRA. We went under, and he hit, looks like he had it right at 28. So got a little bit of room right there. Then we went with Chet Holmgren with his 14.5 points. We took him on the over, and he got over pretty good. He had 22 on that. Then we went with Obi Toppin. He went with 8.5 points, and we took the over. Obi got hot in the second quarter. That's where he did most of his damage, really, to be honest. I think he had 2 points in the first quarter. That was about it. It was looking kind of crazy. Second quarter, he went off, which was good. And after that, man, he didn't really do much in the second half. I think third quarter is where he actually went over, and that was it. He didn't score the rest of the game. So then our last pick was Rui Hachimura, and he was struggling in the beginning. He had 18.5 points plus rebounds. He went over. Yes, and he got his all in the second. He had the rest. I think he had 9 altogether in the first half. So it was half and half, but he stretched it out to the second. Had me kind of sweating, which is understandable. All right. All right, and this is another little 3-pick we did hit yesterday. I think let me see, yesterday, it was, yes, it was 130 after everything for the $13 little flex play. I think it would have been like 325 had Josh Giddey played in one. I can't complain. It's a positive win, guys. I needed it. I needed it to go 5-0. Ain't nothing like, killing it like that. So, like I said, if you're new to the page or haven't seen my page before, please like, share, and subscribe. We've been, like I said, we've been doing pretty good, this week. NBA was a crazy week this week. A lot of the playoff series, so you don't know what was really going to happen, who was going to play, or if they were going to sit starters in some games, start resting people, or some teams were playing for nothing. Like Utah, they didn't really do anything. They didn't even start anybody. They had so many injuries over there. So let's go with. All right, and here's another little 3-pick that we walked away with. We took Obi Toppin again. We paired him up with R.J. Barrett, and we took Caris LeVert. Won a little $50 right here. So that was nice. Well, let's get into today's picks today. And we're gonna go with the UFC today, actually. We're gonna take UFC. So we're gonna go with the UFC. We did there is a free pick on the I'm not gonna say it's a free pick. It's a discounted pick. It's a discounted pick today. So in the discounted pick, it is, we'll go to the board. Oh yeah, that was a little $130 I won yesterday. MMA, here we go, guys. The discounted pick is going to be Justin Gaeth, and it's 0.5 significant strikes. All he has to do is get one. I don't think we can go wrong with just getting one. So that's going to be our first pick of the game. I mean, it's, it's kind of a no-brainer on that one, you could say, right? Okay. And let me see. Actually, I already pulled it up. Let me pull it up as far as my entries for that. Okay, my first ones. Yes, I put in basic. I put in three entries. Well, I put in. Well, yes, I put in three entries for the UFC, and here's my. With that, Justin Gates is what I did. I added Alexander Racist. Let me pull him up. Let me get to him. Okay, Alexander. Yes, and I used Alan Racist, and I took his significant strikes, and I let me see, check it out one more time, and yes, and I took his for under 42.5 significant strikes. I don't think his fight's gonna last that long. I was looking at using my daily grind fantasy, and it showed them, they were juicing them off for the under as far as time, everything. So I went with the significant strikes. I don't think he'll make it out of 7 minutes in the fight, so that's why I went with them. So then to pair that up, we went with Lily Zhang. She's real good at grappling, so we took her 3.5 takedowns, and we took on the under. I think the last fight she had like seven takedowns. So I said, you know what? Let's pair them together. Those look pretty strong for a nice little three pick with the power play and use the free, discount. And I use my discounts. I don't like to pair them up with a six pick or anything big because that's barely a give me. So I'm just trying to win a little something by using it because it doesn't make any sense if you use it on a deal and you take a big play with it. At least if you win something out of it, it's worth using that play. So then after that, I put a little six pick, like I said. On this one, I used Alexander Rasic again. But like I said, I don't think his fight's gonna go that long. So what I did was I went to his fantasy score, which was 75.5, and I took him on the under. And then paired that up with Bo Nickel, which is another guy I was looking at their fights on. I was researching him on Daily Grind, and it didn't. And I don't think he doesn't. And most of his fights aren't long, anyways. Plus, he's fighting Cody Brundage, and I took his 118.5 fantasy, and I took him on the under. So then my next pick was Delson Figueroa, and I used his fantasy score, and I took him 96.5 on the under. A lot of these, and then I used Jalen Turner, which is another guy that not a lot of his fights don't ever go the distance. I used his fight time, which was 7.5 fight minutes, and I took him on the under. And then I went to Diego Lopez, and I used his fight time. I took him at 10.5. I took him on the under. So all these guys I took on the under. I did my research on the Daily Grind Fantasy, and a lot of these guys they don't usually go to distance. They fights always finish early, or they finish their opponent. So, and actually their opponents as well. So with that, that's why I used their unders on these. And then my to round out my six pick, I used Aljamain Sterling, and I took his 2.0 takedowns, and I used that on the over. He's the only one I went over on this series. So, but let me get into I think one more that I did use. I used Holly Holm as well. Yes, I used Holly Holm, and I used significant strikes, and I had 32.5, and I took her on the over. I know she's a boxer, so I think she'll get her, her hits in the way she fights, and they're using her boxing background. So I paired that up with Garbrandt, and I took his significant strikes at 13.5, and I also took him on the over. And I wanted to add, like do another three piece. So I took one of my picks from earlier, Jalen Turner, and I took his fantasy, and I went on the under this time. I tried not to If I reuse a guy or a player, I try to change it up on something else instead of using that same one, just in case. So I hate for it to knock me all out because I do that a lot. Like yesterday, man, on sleeper, I put in 3 tickets and 2 tickets I lost because I died on one guy, used one guy for two, and the other one I didn't. I used something else. It was Huchimera. That's what happened. I used him on points plus rebounds. He got that, but then I put him on PRA and he missed it by half a point. So, if I just reused all his points rebounds, I would have got lucky, but I was trying to change it up and I used his PRA and, it happens. So, but I did put in some esports. Let me check that out. Let me see if there's the right time. Like I said, I really didn't want to dabble too much because the esports is, yesterday was a bad day for esports. I mean, I've been killing it the beginning of the week. But I definitely will do more research, before I just start pounding out the e-picks. Because so here we go. We'll go to the e-picks. So with that, we went with, actually, these guys, looks like they already played. Let me make sure. I don't think they did, to be honest. Let's see. Well, one already did play, and that was Peanut. He used them on the I used him on the 6.0 map, 1 through 3 kills. Looks like we got to push on that one. So we'll be waiting. If you want to get one in, or right now we have Shale, and we used him on the 6.0 map, 1 3 kills, and we took him on the under. So you can get that one in right now if you choose to. And then we went with Exercise. Funny name where they use it. I don't think he's played yet, so we went with his. It says 7:50 a.m. Both of them say 7:58, 55 a.m. They're in progress, so it's that's why they haven't brought up the scores yet. So that's the one click if you do want to use esports. That's good. So if you want to get that in now, before. So let's get back to my regular screen. So yes. Well, guys, that's it for today. Like I said, UFC's on today. I got family coming in, so I don't want to make this long. But like I said, if you're a first time user or you're new to my page, please like, share, and subscribe. But I have promo codes. Like I say, if you use Sleeper Fantasy, you can use my promo code HOOK'em. It's all capital letters, HOOKEM. And then on Chalkboard Fantasy, which is the one that you can move the lines up and down. I mean, on Sleeper you can't do. They still added that feature, but on Chalkboard, my promo code is capital H, little O, little K, capital E, and little M. Yes, I gotta make a long one. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get ready. I got family coming in. We're gonna go to the women's softball game. The Baylor Bears are in town. They're gonna play the UT girls, so I'm gonna take my family to go attend that. Probably take some videos and so I can post later on the channel. But like I say, way to end my Friday and the way to start my weekend with the 5-0. It's getting that's real good. And then we will have an NBA slate for tomorrow. So I will be putting out a few picks tomorrow. Let's see if we can keep it going. Maybe we can get another shutout, guys. I mean, see what happens. And I'll probably put in a baseball as well tomorrow. I didn't put one in today. Like I said, I wanted since today is UFC, I wanted to stick with UFC and throw in esport because, like I said, I've been dabbling a little bit in esports. But plus with baseball, I kind of want to get a weekend and go from there before I actually start really getting into it, so I can do my homework, pull out the toolbox, and get in there with Outlier and my daily grind fantasy to really go. But I just didn't want to disrupt the flow I've had. So, all right. With that being said, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. But before I go, have a great weekend. If you're new to my page, you haven't seen this before, please like, share, and subscribe. And Like I said, also as well as my VIP, I will be having different things that I do for my VIP. Like I'll have $2 Tuesdays, I'll have Thirsty Thursday, and I'll have Freestyle Friday, where I'll be giving out different picks out of my VIP for certain price. And my VIP also, if you want to ask about that, about how we do, that's like those picks yesterday. Those are usually VIP picks, but I wanted to put them on in because it's a Friday. Like I said, that's how my Freestyle Fridays will go. We'll give you out numerous picks. Just freestyling it, guys. I'm trying to get us to win. So, well, that's it for today, guys. Y'all have a good weekend. If y'all need anything and you want to hit me up, like I said, my email's on my channel. Drop me a chat. Go look at my page. Check it out. But like I said, I will see y'all tomorrow. Peace. Hook 'em horns.